Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Jill Delguercio today, and you are the co-chair of the Out of the Darkness Into the Light walk that's taking place, all about suicide prevention.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's just hit the ground running here. Let's talk about some statistics. How many people die annually from suicide?
So our most recent statistics that have been published by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention show that in 2017 over 47,000 people passed away from suicide. We also show that about 1.4 million people made suicide attempts. And while those numbers are startling for sure, we kind of expect that they are probably low estimates, being that suicide still has such a stigma.
Yeah, don't report it, right?
So it's underreported.
Yeah, absolutely. Any guess as to how much is underreported? I mean, you just
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I mean, one of our biggest missions with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and certainly the Out of the Darkness Walk, is to have real conversations about mental health and the importance of not holding feelings inside, not being ashamed of needing help, being good listeners.
And I just love that, the Out of the Darkness, you know, Out of the Darkness is just such the appropriate name for this. Now, you've been involved with this for 7 years now, this particular walk. It's taking place November 10th, Oyster Factory Park, must take part in this. So you've had some experience with this horror.
I have. This is the 9th year of the walk. In 2012, my first year as a participant, as a walker, was based on the fact that my children's father had taken his own life.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. So unfortunately, I have experienced some other losses along the way, but certainly that was our most profound. But I credit very much so the walk and the support and the community that was provided to my children and I through the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention as part of our healing process.
Absolutely.
It's a
I think it says so much that you keep coming back to it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh, yeah.
and it's like it becomes something that initially, I can imagine, initially it's something that helps you heal, and then you find such purpose in helping others heal. Right?
Well, it's a terrible connection to share with people, but at the same time, when you find, like you said, that cathartic healing in that community that I have found through this program, it makes you want to reach out more. And it's definitely just given me a platform to take something that has been a really awful experience and turn it into something positive.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's not the silver lining, but it's the, you know, the good that can come from it. A lot of times we learn from people's lives, and sometimes we learn from their passing.
Yes.
You know, and that can be, I mean, it's traumatic, but it exists, you know, so really bringing that to light. And I love that, the conversation, you're starting conversation. So it seems like such an adult issue, but clearly it touches children.
It does.
And so this is a family event.
It is.
Yeah,
and
tell us about that.
Yes, I'm really proud of what we do. It's a very family-friendly event. Children are encouraged to come. It's very hopeful. We have face painting, we have hot dogs, we have a butterfly release at the end, which is really cool. The kids love that. You can bring your furry friends as long as they're on a leash. They can walk alongside with you. We do a 3-mile walk through the historic Bluffton area, so it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's a great time of year with the weather. There's a lot of motivational speakers. It's a very family-friendly, uplifting event.
Absolutely. Okay, so it starts Oyster Factory Park.
It does.
Right, and how can we get tickets and the funds? What happens with the funds that are raised?
Good questions. So the event takes place, as you mentioned earlier, on November 10th.
Yeah.
There is a registration period from 12 noon until 1 p.m., but we would highly encourage people instead to register online in advance.
Sure.
Just makes the process a little smoother.
Yeah.
You can do so by going to afsp.org/Hilton Head and get registered in advance. The event is completely free, but of course we are hopeful that people will be
donate
interested.
A little bit. Just bring a little something to the party, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
To be interested in donations. Last year we raised $43,000 with our events. And this year we're hoping that we can make it the best year yet.
More. Yeah,
absolutely. So you ask where the funds go. Our funds go to research, innovative research, and certainly advocacy programs. Last year, the AFSP was able to donate $6.2 million to 26 different research grants for suicide research. We also have many, many advocacy programs, everything from Healing Conversations, which is a survivor of suicide loss outreach program. As a matter of fact, there's a survivor event on November 23rd called International Survivor of Suicide Loss Day.
Wow.
That we have here on the island as well. We have programs in the K through 12 schools that help to obviously spread the message of prevention,
Yeah.
but also train counselors.
Well, this is just a wonderful way to get it kicked off.
Yes.
You know, and get those conversations started. November 10th, Oyster Factory
Sunday.
Park.
Yes.
Jill, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
being
Carrie.
here.
I appreciate you.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.